హాయ్ హలో వెల్కమ్ 16 ఏళ్లుగా హీరోయిన్గా చేస్తున్న ఏమాత్రం వన్నె తగ్గలేదు. మెగాస్టార్ బాలకృష్ణ అలాగే వెంకటేష్ లాంటి పెద్ద హీరోలతో చేస్తూనే ఆ తర్వాత జనరేషన్ అయిన ఎన్టీఆర్, ప్రభాస్, మహేష్ బాబుతో కూడా చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ థర్డ్ జనరేషన్తో కూడా యాక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. షీఈస్ నన్ అదర్ దాన్ శ్రియా శరణ్. వీర భోగ వసంత రాయలు తన కొత్త సినిమా రాబోతుంది. దాంట్లో ఒక డిఫరెంట్ రోల్ ప్లే చేయబోతున్నారు. ఆ సినిమా విశేషాలు, తన కెరీర్ విశేషాలు శ్రియా గారిని అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ శ్రియా, ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
బాగున్నారు.
హ్యాపీ దసరా.
చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. మీకు కూడా దసరా శుభాకాంక్షలు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ శ్రియా. సో వీరభోగ వసంత రాయలు ఎట్లా ఉండబోతుంది సినిమా, ఎట్లా కనబడుతుంది? శ్రియా లుక్ అయితే డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంది. సో ఫార్ ఇప్పటి వరకు అట్లాంటి లుక్లో చూడలేదు. సో మూవీ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది, శ్రియా ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది అందులో?
I mean, that's true. I've never done a role like that. It's chala different, chala. It's very. The whole film has a thriller element to it, but with that, it also has a very solid message, and it's it's a strong film, and you don't know who to support. Motham characters, all the actors are actually characters in the film, so it's a very story-driven film, and it's not a hero-heroine driven film.
Sri Vishnu garu chepparu screen play hero and story heroine ani cheppi.
Nizanga, that's actually a perfect description of the film. It's a story-driven film, and after a long time, I'm doing a story-driven film, and very well-written story. Or it's like, you know, you have these small pieces and they all come together and
kind of
it
con
makes
game?
a big puzzle. Huh?
Con game. I mean.
It's not a con game really, no. It's nothing that you've seen before, nothing that I've ever seen
What kind
before.
of genre do you describe that?
It is, I'll call it a thriller.
Crime thriller? Horror
It
thriller?
can be a crime, yeah, you can call it a crime thriller, but it's not like a crime thriller where you're, you know, okay, murder aindi and tarvata full cops are finding out who did it, it's not like that. It's more complex, it's more complicated. Even then you know the answer, you know who's doing it. Kani intriguing it is, you know, you want to know how, what, why. Okay, murder lore or whatever you say. I mean, everything that's happening in the film has a reason behind it, and surprisingly, that's like the question which director is trying to ask everyone. Even when I was doing the film, like the more I understood my character and the more I did it, and when you watch the film as well, it will be very hard for you to just say whose side you're on. So I think that's the beauty of it. My character has a very strong emotional feel to it, and then
బోల్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్ లా కనపడుతుంది. స్నేక్ పీక్ లో చూసాం మేము, మీ హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే స్నేక్ పీక్ వచ్చింది కదా, దాంట్లో మీరు సే యు ఆర్ స్మోకింగ్ and you know you're looking so serious, thinking about something.
Yeah, in fact I remember when I was growing up, and if I saw a character smoking or drinking in films, and I used to be like, yeah, you're very cool hai.
So far you didn't do that,
so
right?
I didn't do that, and I was very but you know, end of the day you're playing a character, so I would never endorse smoking or any kind of intoxication, but this is what the character needed. Yeah, it's as simple as you know, if it's just kind of brings out a different shade in her. This is what she is.
So you had that thought, you know, ये तो अच्छा है करना है बोल के?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. In fact, I was like very scared. And then we made
but
a
you
small...
did it just like that, you know, and you got a swag, you know, doing that.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to make it look very artificial, you know, like, yeah, I wanted to make it as a matter of fact. Because her character he smokes when she talks. It's not like, it's not like, she's not someone who will smoke, finish, and then start talking. And she's talking while she's smoking. Yeah, so we practiced a little bit. And actually, the worst part was that every time I would finish smoking, you know, we did in mostly live locations. So we wanted that feel of the old office and stuff. So the rooms would just fill up with smoke, and everyone would start coughing, and I would start coughing. And
You're not used to it though.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are allergic to it.
Yeah.
So, and I felt really bad for a lot of people who are working on the set, because sometimes
Including
people
you.
are. I just start coughing, but I'm not allergic to the smoke. You know, that's a serious problem when people are. And the worst part was that Indra, oka vichitramga, oka different cigarette he wanted me to smoke in the film. So it has a thin, slim smoke.
Yeah, nowadays people are using that.
And so he wanted me to smoke that, and every time we finished one scene and then we had to take a retake, we had to remember where we left it. Endukanta oka continuity problem. It's a major continuity problem. So every shot low, there was one guy taking a picture of the cigarette, and then we would make sure it's like that lit.
Did you check that after that? After the shot?
Yeah, I was very particular, because that can, if someone is a smoker, it can really annoy them. Because, and if it's a close-up, it can annoy you, because it's like, it's not, it can't be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
Suddenly a close-up, it's like not as big as, so it was, yeah, so I was very, very particular about the continuity of the cigarette. And finally a scene came, and then I stopped smoking, and it was done for me. And I was like, thank God!
So how many cigarettes did you smoke over the
I don't remember, but not many. Because we would just we would just do a shot and like not smoke after. So it was, yeah. So that was very, he was very good in understanding like that, because
so
it just so happened we were shooting and none of us were smokers. So everyone was, you know, I don't think anyone was.
Director Indra చెప్పినప్పుడు ఏమనిపించింది మీకు, you know, your role is like this, you know, you have to smoke, you have to, you know, be serious.
No, he didn't speak to me like that, and I'm glad he didn't, because that would be so boring. Every time a director comes to me with a script from last few years, I've always asked them, why me? And if a director gives me an answer like, oh, you know, your face works and you look really cute and pretty, and I'm like, oh God, no, I don't want to do this.
Okay.
So I asked Indra, why me? Because he's 21, and you know, why does he want to work with me? So he gave me a very good explanation. He said, I wrote the scene and I feel you can do it really well, and I see you playing the scene, and this is like the backbone of the film, and I want you to do it. I want you to do it. So that kind of was a very, you know, it's a compliment in itself as an actor.
That's not kind of a glam doll role, right?
No, it's not that. I mean, every actor likes to be appreciated.
Of course.
So,
but you came, you know, a long way.
Yeah, but if a director comes and says that I want to work with you, because a script low now, I mean, I wrote it thinking about you, or the character works for you, you will work for the character, or I see you doing this scene or anything. It's a very different connect. Then someone says, you know what, you look really good in the film. It's
Obviously,
so shallow.
Anybody can tell that, you know, you're looking so good, you will be looking so good.
You know what I'm saying. So he didn't say that, even though he's really young. And I asked him, and I said, why me?
That was a honest
Yeah, and he looked at me and he said, you know what, I think I want you to do this scene.
And your hairstyle and all, it changed it.
No, thank God he didn't say, yo, you will suit this hairstyle and all, and you never smoked, you will smoke. I don't think, you know, that kind of stuff doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
So how did he convince you then?
No, that was his idea. He wanted this haircut. I didn't want it. I thought, you know, it'll be too much of a change, and people might like see that a lot more than you know, the actual scene, because scenes are very, very strong, and you need a very strong performance. You know, everything that she's saying, and her dialogues are very solid. They like really have a lot of weightage. But he said, no.
You must be having a bass voice in the movie, I think.
Yeah, and then so I said, okay, so I didn't want to do too much makeup. So we wore like very light makeup, and Actually, absolutely no makeup. And,
It's without makeup?
it's very less makeup,
Less
like
makeup.
absolutely nothing. So then, yeah, so, but the first day we put everything together. By the end of the day, it kind of looked nice. And it just worked.
ఏంటి పర్టికులర్గా రోల్లో నచ్చింది ఏంటి మీకు ఇన్ దాట్ క్యారెక్టర్?
Well, I want to do stronger roles and stronger female roles. Like I think Highway or something like I think Dangal was a brilliant example, or Razi.
Whose character in Dangal? I mean,
Whose character? I think all is just, it's the fact that the girls are like these strong.
of course, that was a
fighters.
true story actually.
Yeah. So
So
I would love to do true stories. I would love to do a biography of someone. I like what Priyanka did for Maricom. So these are really strong.
Do you have any idea, such person's biography I want to do
I would
this?
love to do on a dancers, if there's a dancers biography, or I love dance and I love acting and I love dance as well. So yeah, but not just restricted to that, but anyone who's just very strong. To me, it doesn't matter the length of the character. But what really matters is
Depth of the
how
character.
she's projected and the depth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the whole film, like they come to me, one director came up to me and he said, it's your story and the whole film revolves around you and you go through this and you go through that and this happens and then you end up like in this house and then this one guy who knows you comes and helps you out and it's just struggling. I'm like, no, it's not my struggle, because end of the day I was rescued. So it's not my story still.
And you did Pavitra,
I
that-
didn't
in
like the
that
film at
way.
all, no.
You
I'm
didn't
not a
like,
big
but
fan.
that's a bold step you have taken so far.
I did, but the script kept changing and it wasn't, it didn't fit my
Somehow
sensibilities.
it didn't work out, but that was a
No,
bold
I think
step.
I did okay, but it didn't fit my sensibilities, so it just didn't work for me. Yeah, the story was amazing. It was about a girl who's, who's...
But you took a bold step,
It was. And when something like that doesn't work,
That Charishma's girl, that image girl, like, taking that step,
yeah.
that's next level. So
No, it was supposed to be a way better film. No, on paper it was a great film. It was a very, very
So, but on
smart
screen
film.
it went somewhere.
Yeah, because even the story is very interesting. It's about how she
The
becomes...
execution lo and problems వచ్చుండొచ్చు.
I wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah,
But
you can. That's it's all long.
Yeah, it was just like, I went through a lot. I was really unhappy after, and yeah, I almost had a nervous breakdown because I actually really liked the story. I thought it was a great story, and that didn't work. But thankfully after that, Manam was a very beautiful story.
Yeah.
Even though it's if you look at it, it's an old man's story who's finding his parents, who finds his parents. That leads to another story. But still, the girl's character, all of them, are very, very strong.
And it has, that, what do you say, Totla.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
kind of, that makes something, different
Yeah.
from a regular role.
Yeah. No, I thought that was really, really good. I enjoyed it. In fact, my next film I'm doing with a lady director called Sujana. And I think it's very important that we have more women behind the camera than in front.
Yeah.
And it's not a women-oriented film if they're not... I don't see like women producers or directors or line producers or ADs, and I would really like that to happen a lot more in South. That'll change a lot.
Shriya ni inka glamour doll gaane chustunaru, else Shriya is something else from rather than just a
It's
song
very
or
strange.
scene.
People call me glamour girl because I've done few films, but I've also done most of my really big films, at least
Of
in
course,
Telugu,
yeah.
were not glamour dolls at all, like Nove Nove or Nenu Nanu or
Your roles have certain definition,
yeah, no, but they were not glamour girls at all. Manam was not a glamour girl at all, or Santosham was not. Even Chhatrapati had like the elements of a girl next door. It was not like a glamour girl. So yeah, so most of my characters are girl next door. But I would like to do roles which are interesting, so it doesn't matter glamour or not glamour. Like my next film is with this director called Sujanam.
Oh, what kind of movie it is?
You know, she's one of those she's a fighter, very intelligent, doesn't give up.
A tough girl?
A tough girl. And she can't hear, but she can talk. So she lost
She can't hear?
No, she lost her hearing power.
That's something else.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's her story in 3 days. Yeah, and she has a baby. So it's a beautiful story. It's set in a slum, so I play this. So I live in a slum, and
Oh.
yeah. It's very, very well written, very beautiful.
You are making us curious about the movie.
Yeah, but that's the whole idea. So that's so for me, it's not about her being glamour doll or not glamour doll.
Exactly.
It's about a great story which needed to be told, and I'm trying to do that.
యా పర్టికులర్గా ఇందులో వీరభోగ వసంత రాయల్లో హీరోలు అంతమంది ఉన్నారు అండ్ శ్రియ కూడా ఒక హీరోలో కనబడుతుంది.
No, I mean, see, that's the wrong term, which is
lead role, I can say.
Yeah, because see, you know, the thing is, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad term because technically, grammatically, it's fine. When they call me, when they say, "Oh, you are the hero of the film."
ఈ మూవీలో ఇంద్రసేనతో వర్క్ చేశారు. So what's special about him?
He's a young kid, 21, very fresh.
I have seen him on screen.
Yeah.
Very young. He's very young.
Yeah, he's very young. He's 21, 22, so very fresh.
Yeah.
He's written the story really well. That's again very, very interesting. It's a very, very well written story. And I actually enjoy working with really young directors. I'm doing a Tamil film called Naragosam, where my director is like really, really young. Karthik, he's very, very young. Yeah, I think he's 23, 24.
These young people are doing some change, you know. ఇండస్ట్రీలో మీరు చూస్తున్నారు 17 years నుంచి ఇండస్ట్రీ చూస్తున్నారు. అందరూ సీనియర్ హీరోస్తో చేస్తారు, నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్ హీరోస్తో చేస్తారు.
I think the young generation
changing.
Yeah, right? I think because of internet you will not have the stars anymore. It'll be more actors.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because the whole idea of कि पोस्टर लाके घर में लगाएंगे और है ना, मतलब वो गाने बार-बार देखेंगे, that's gone. I mean, it's not there anymore. The generation that this time the time that we're in right now, it's like internet now, man. It's Insta, Twitter.
Yeah. Everybody's a star.
Everyone's just like, yeah, you just swipe through. If you have if you have like more than 1 million likes, you're a star. You don't have to you know what I mean? So it's very different.
Yeah. So glamour ki sambandhinchi, skin show ki sambandhinchi Shriya em cheptaru?
I will pass that question. That's a very broad question. I don't think I can answer that. Yeah, I leave that.
Why so, you know?
No, I wouldn't want to talk about it. We can talk about something else.
So చాలా మంది సీనియర్ యాక్టర్స్తో చేశారు అండ్ ఆ తర్వాత జనరేషన్ మహేష్ బాబు గారు, ఎన్టీఆర్ గారు అండ్ ప్రభాస్ గారితో చేశారు, అంతకుముందు బాలకృష్ణ గారితో చేశారు, చిరంజీవి గారితో చేశారు. ఇంతమందితో ట్రావెల్ చేసినప్పుడు అంటే మీకు బాగా క్లోజ్ అయిన కో స్టార్ ఎవరు సో ఫార్?
Well, I'm friends with everyone I've worked with, so I wouldn't say one guy I'm closer to or the one, but yeah, I just have a very beautiful relationship that I have shared with everyone. Intamandi, all the actors I've worked with, they are really special.
It's a diplomatic answer.
Huh?
Diplomatic.
No, I don't think it's a diplomatic answer. Yeah.
So జనరేషన్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమైనా చూసారా మీరు? యూనో ఒక సీనియర్ యాక్టర్కి తర్వాత వచ్చే నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్ యాక్టర్కి ఏమన్నా థింకింగ్లో కానివ్వండి, యాక్టింగ్లో కానివ్వండి, డూ యూ ఫైండ్ ఎనీ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్?
Of course there is. And there's a difference in experience, and there's difference in how they look at work. But that's what makes it more interesting.
And వీరభోగ వసంత రాయల విషయానికి వస్తే ఈ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏంటి? స్టోరీ,
I think story is the backbone of the film.
Other than that,
the direction also is very, very important. It's done really well. I love I love how every character is looking. There's a different characterization that he's given to everyone. But what I like about the film is the way he's told the story. It's very difficult the way he's done it. And I love the way how everything comes together in the end.
సో శ్రీయ గారు, ఈ మూవీలో మీరు శ్రీ విష్ణు తోటి, అలాగే సుధీర్ బాబు తోటి, అలాగే నారా రోహిత్ గారితో వర్క్ చేశారు. వాళ్ళతో స్క్రీన్ పంచుకున్నారా? హౌస్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ దెమ్?
I have a scene with every it's like I said, it's a film where you interact with everyone, and it's one of those. So they all are they're amazing actors, extremely quiet, and yeah, extremely in their own like zone. Yeah, so but it was amazing working with them, and I'm happy that this film is an ensemble cast, but it has some really amazing actors in it.
అండ్ మల్టీ స్టారర్ గురించి ఏంటి మీ ఒపీనియన్? ఇంతమంది స్టార్స్ ఒక దగ్గర వర్క్ చేసేటప్పుడు దట్ ఫ్రిక్షన్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది కదా, స్పేస్ కావచ్చు, స్క్రీన్ స్పేస్.
No, there was no friction, nothing.
So, and the burning topic, Me Too.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on that, Me Too?
Well, I think it's great that women have the courage to come out finally and talk about something that they've been going through. It takes a lot of courage and strength to go out and say something. And also it has kind of generated a kind of fear which was never there amongst men. It was okay, and a lot of people got away with doing a lot of things which are not okay. So I think that this will change that. I think it's great, and we needed this movement somewhere.
So Shriya support chestunda full ga Me Too.
Yeah, of course, every girl should support it.
Yeah. So Shriya ki 17 years career lo eppudu ibbandi eppudu raleda Shriya ki eppudu Me Too ki sambandhinchi?
No, I was lucky enough. I haven't had any very bad experience. I mean, people have used bad language or something like that, but not really anything that horrifying.
Thank you very much, Shriya.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.